Boy, it is a beautiful night for perjury. Salutations, Tube Dwellers. This is your host, the Mad Bag, with another Mad Bag Gamer production. I'm going to bring you another Daedric quest today. Today, the only cure. So, I stand at the Shrine of Pyrite. The Shrine to Pyrite, which is not far from Markarth, up on a hill. Let's see if I can get a slightly better view of the terrain around here. You can only approach the shrine from this western hill, and you can kind of get, I think, around either side of this pretty easy if you're coming from like over here. If you're coming from Markarth, there is a path that leads out this way, and then you kind of gotta jut off to the left of the path out into the wilderness and round a mountaintop to get here. That would be that mountaintop right there to my right. So there's a couple different ways to hear about this quest. Oh, I did not mean to steal from you, brother. I'm sorry. I guess I was a little too much. I'm in the wilderness. I was a little too much into that mindset. And it doesn't say steal. That's what's really weird. See, I can pick it up. It just says read. Okay, it does say steal down there on E instead of take. So, I'm terribly sorry. I did a quick load there. I chopped it off the camera so you guys wouldn't have to wait on the loading screen, but I did a reload. And
you have come to commune with
now I'm going to continue. So, the couple ways that you can find out about this quest is to encounter any afflicted. They are people who are afflicted with some sort of plague. We'll get into exactly how and why. The quest will actually reveal it. Or you can just come straight to the shrine. You have to be level 10 to start this quest. Other than that, there are no prerequisites.
This one needs something?
So let's talk to Kesh here, who I assume to be a priest of Pyrite. Hello, Kesh. Tell me about Pyrite.
He is the pus in the wound. Oh, proper ones curl their noses, but it's pus that drinks foul humors and restores the blood. I worship Pyrite, yes, because sometimes the world can only be cleansed by disease.
That's an interesting take. May I commune with Pyrite?
Not everyone has the stomach required to entreat, my lord. But Kesh likes you, friend. There is a way Pyrite may speak to us who will take him in. If you wish to commune with him, we'll need the incense.
Tell me about this incense.
Yes, the incense. Fetch for me a deathbell flower, 1 silver ingot, a flawless ruby, and some vampire dust. Then I will show you how.
Flawless ruby, I'm thinking, is probably going to be the hardest part of those 4. So I have officially begun the quest. The only cure: obtain a flawless ruby, silver ingot, deathbell flower, and vampire dust. Let's see where we can find such things. The first should be really easy, and I actually have plenty of sources of this in a stash, but I'm going to go pick some fresh stuff just so I can show you where you might get it in the world. I'm going to travel to Yalmarch. Yalmarch is this large, swampy area just south of Solitude, just north of Morthal, and this entire area, you can kind of see how there are veins of water all throughout it. This entire area has deathbell flowers everywhere. There's one literally right next to me, and if I go look out over this little swamp, you'll see no deathbell. Actually, no, there's some deathbell there, some more there, and more there. So everywhere, anywhere in here, if you have any location in this area, or if you just want to take a caravan to Morthal, I'm pretty sure there's some, like, even real close to Morthal. Or even in Morthal. Let me just poke around just a second. I'm not going to spend too much time on deathbell because even aside from Yalmarch, they're pretty common. They are around. I'll grab that Nern root that always respawns there. I know there's some deathbell. Yeah, see, here's deathbell right in the middle of town. So, that does it for what I believe to be the easiest of my 4 reagents. Let's see what's next. The next item I'm going to seek out is a silver ingot. Now, this can be acquired in 2 different forms. You can actually get an ingot itself, or you can get silver ore and smelt it into an ingot. So there are a lot of different places that you can find both silver ore and ingots. Some of the easier places, although you have to steal it, there are silver ingots in Dragon's Reach Palace. There are silver ingots in the Treasury House within Markarth. Most smiths will randomly, at times, sell silver ingots and silver ore, so you can buy it off of most smiths. However, I'm going to find it naturally occurring somewhere that I don't have to steal it. There's a little town called Carthwayston. It's a little mining town that has 2 different mines, and it's just down the hill from the shrine to Periite. So this is Carthwayston. Quaint little mining town, just a couple buildings here. And I'm going to run up to one of the 2 mines here. There's actually a cart sitting right outside with some silver ore. And as far as ore goes, I think you need 2 pieces to smelt a single ingot. We're getting ready to find out, though. Let's see what we have here. Silver? Silver? Silver ingot. Sure enough, it says that it takes 2 silver ore. So I'm glad I grabbed 2 of them. If you're mining, don't stop when you get one. Keep going to get the second. Alright, so silver ore down. What's next? Next, vampire dust. Now this one sounds pretty self-explanatory, however, it can be difficult to, on the spot, remember where some vampire are. So, some vampires? Some vampires? Pyres? Vampire? I don't know. That sounds odd all of a sudden. Anyway, you can get vampire dust off any vampire corpse, or off some members of crap. I forgot the name of the clan. They are vampire and werewolf hunters. I can't remember for the life of me what the name of that clan is, though. You run into a lot of them whenever you do the companions quests. Sometimes they'll carry vampire dust on them. If you buy the alchemy station upgrade for any house, it will come with an apothecary satchel that has vampire dust in it. And oftentimes, apothecaries in any town will carry vampire dust. I'm going to explore a place called Shriekwind Bastion that I believe has vampires in it. Right over there's Falkreath. Shriekwind Bastion is right up this hill from Falkreath. To show it again on the map, I actually don't have it revealed yet, but it's right up in this area where my marker's set. So I'm going to jump over here real quick and see if I can locate any vampire and steal from them their dust. Ashes to ashes and all that. This may be difficult to reach from this angle. I actually think the path is going to be a little farther over here, but I'm not necessarily going to go around. I have faith in my cliff walking skills. Let's see if I can do this here. So far it looks pretty successful. If I can get up this, I would be really happy. Okay, now let's start doing the walk around. If you continue to move, you never register as falling, and you can stay on pretty vertical parts of the cliff and move horizontally until you find a place that you can go further up. So let's see if we can find some vampire. Shriekwind Bastion. Ah, yes. I think I'm going to leave that Draugr to the fate of dealing with some Dremora. Hey, a chest. I'm going to go get that, even though I don't really care a whole lot about loot with this character. He's pretty well off, especially not when it's 11 frickin' gold and a poison. I don't use poison, I don't use weapons. Let us go inside. With or without taking damage, preferably without, but if I do, oh well. I am a magic user after all. Let's see how long it takes us to locate and down a vampire. And while I'm at it, I am curious about vampire statistics. I don't think that's something I've ever listed out. Whoa, they're throwing swords at me already. Vampires are 50% resistant to frost and 50% weak to fire, which means that they should just explode in a glorious charade of light. Whoa! Vampire's Thrall. Cool, I'm on the right track. Oh man, I saw a ruby there. And I want to say it might have been a flawless ruby. That's going to be the thing I think I have the most trouble finding. Oh, flawless ruby. Check that out. I cannot believe I'm this fortunate. Alright, so I'm not going to detail it right now, but I'm going to try to find where you can reliably locate a flawless ruby. I got ridiculously lucky having found that just now. Flawless gems of any kind, I believe, are the most rare variation. And I just got one just about immediately. Whoa. Do not like skeletons. You gotta go. Come on, there was a thrall. Tell me there's not a vampire himself somewhere around here. I know there is. Boom. Sniper shot. I do not see a vampire since the thrall was back here. I want to check the other route that I saw. I get it. You feel challenged, Dremora. Calm down. They've been taken care of. If you can find any other challengers, please seek them out. Deal with them. I wouldn't expect you to retrieve their dust and bring it to me. That would actually be useful. Listen to me. Got a pretty crazy sense of entitlement if I'm complaining about having my own super BA warrior. So, still no vampires, huh? This is the same chamber, so I guess if there were no vampires in it the first time, there probably aren't going to be the second time I come into it. I just know that there's a vampire. I think there's actually a named boss down here that may or may not be a vampire. Bunch of burnt corpses. Ah! Apparently this is a vampire master. I have a feeling this is going to be kind of a tough fight. I'm gonna try not to get stuck on the wall here. And see if this will occupy him. Oh, man. Oh, another thing that I didn't mention. All vampires have, oh, and down I go. Alright, let's give him another try. I'm back at his front door. As I was saying, all vampires have a drain life spell. And most of them use magic of some sort or another. I want to be a little bit more tactful about how I engage this time. First off, 2 Dremora Lords. Out, right from the beginning. Now let's use up all my mana on my buff, and I'm going to wait just a second for the mana to regenerate. Okay, I think that's about far enough. It's not all the way back up, but that's quite alright. First thing I'm going to do right as soon as I open this is back up, because I would like my Dremora Lords to engage first. Please proceed forward to the weakness you smell, Dremora Lord. Whoa. That ice spell is a pain in the butt. And I'm seeing another red dot. I'm thinking I might have another opponent here. And I missed. Of course I missed. Let's do a little slow time to make sure I do not miss. And this is probably going to do him in. Volkihar, the Master Vampire. Not only am I going to bring Vampire Dust, I'm going to bring Master Vampire Dust. Note that there is no such thing as Master Vampire Dust. Just regular Vampire Dust. Okay, so there we go. I now have Vampire Dust. Flawless Ruby. I hope I can find a reliable source for rubies. I guess I could note while I'm here in Shrieklin Bastion that there is a word wall. Let's see what it is. I do not recall. I did do the word wall video, by all means. Oh, Elemental Fury. Yeah, it's a real big jerk. This character does not use Elemental Fury, will not use Elemental Fury. That would require the use of a weapon. So let's continue to these ruby shenanigans. So, as you might guess, flawless rubies are quite a bit more rare than a lot of the other ingredients. It actually, I've got the guide, the Prima Official Strategy Guide, and it says that Shrieklin Bastion is a reliable source for flawless rubies. So coming there might be your best bet for getting the Vampire Dust and the ruby. There's also this location named Corvanjand that's right around this area that you go to during the Civil War quests. It says that there is a flawless ruby in a bowl with a spell book on an upper ledge left of the throne. There's also a flawless ruby in the Kataraya, which is a ship that you enter during a Dark Brotherhood quest. And then it says that I can purchase them from caravan vendors or large city vendors. So I'm going to venture to Solitude and see if I can find a vendor to sell a flawless ruby. Indiri sells a flawless garnet. That makes me think that at times she may have a flawless ruby, so she might be worth checking. This is in the Radiant Raiment inside Solitude. Let's see if we can find anybody else. I have checked so many vendors in holds all across Skyrim, and I am not finding any flawless rubies. So I'm going to have to leave you with this tip. There is, in Riften, a gem dealer named Medesi.
Anything pleases the
He has a random assortment of gems.
Take a look.
As of my checking him, he does not have one. However, it's a decent place to check. And a little update to what I mentioned of Corvanjand. I'm going to slap a marker right there. It's right in that area. If you go to that area, you can find it from there. I'm sure it'll be on your compass by the time you're there. The Civil War quests that you can start with either the Imperial Guard in Solitude or with the Stormcloaks in Windhelm. I want to say it's the second leg of the quest, has you journey to Corvanjand for the for a crown. It's like the cracked crown or the sundered crown or something like that. You go here with a troop of guys, and that is probably going to be your easiest to access, reliable, flawless ruby. That is, if you don't find one in Shriekwind, or, you know, if you don't go to Shriekwind. So I'm going to have to leave you guys with that, because I think I got really lucky finding one as easy as I did, and after finding the one, I can't find any more anywhere. I have now returned to Periite Shrine with the ingredients in hand.
Need something?
Let's speak to Kesh. Hello, old chap. Where can I find the items you want? He may... Hold on, do I not have all of them? I think I've got everything right. I would expect there to be a dialogue option. Let's see here. I have Flawless Ruby. I do not see the Flawless Ruby. Oh boy. Apparently, I did not retrieve it again after the first time I died fighting the vampire. And it worried me when I first came in. The first time I came in, the ruby was over here, the Flawless Ruby. This time, there was a ruby over here. It was not a flawless one. And I nearly soiled myself. However, I found that there is still a Flawless Ruby down here. So now, let's return to the shrine. There's the objective marker that indicates we're ready to talk. Whoa, dead Hargraven. Kesh. Bro, what you been up to?
Yes?
I have the items you requested.
Ah, have you? Let Kesh have them.
Here you are.
Yes, yes, this will create a fine fume.
A fume. It's a pretty lackluster
That
shrine.
should do. Now, inhale deeply.
Inhale deeply, he says.
Breathe deep, mortal. I would have you hear me well. So let these vapors fill your lungs.
What is this? Have I been poisoned?
In a sense, but no more poisoned than a fool after too much wine.
What do you want with me?
I have watched you for some time, you know. The decisions you've made intrigue me, and I wonder if you are the proper agent for a task of mine.
He sounds really familiar. I want to say from Oblivion, but I can't put my finger on who he is. What task?
I sent a blessing to Mundus, a wasting plague that infected a scattering of Breton villages. One of my monks, the elf Orchendor, was sent to gather these afflicted. He shepherded them into Bathardoms for me, but has since lost his way.
What?
I will not stand for betrayal. I want you to go to Bathardoms and kill Orchendor in my name.
How bizarre. Kill Orchendor. So I have the objective. I believe if I continue to ask him questions, he'll get impatient with me. So I'm just going to say, I've heard your request. Release me.
So you have, mortal. Go now. Kill Orchendor.
It's a crazy graphic on the trees. And the rocks, for that matter. Woo, woo. Camera back under my control. Bathardoms. I think that's how he said it. I think that's what he said. And I have an objective. Right across the way. I think I may be able to see that from here. If I recall correctly, this is a dwarven ruins. Yeah, I can see some kind of dwarven structure over there. Alright, so let's head that way. How sad. A swimmer. Neatly folded all of her clothes, and then promptly drowned in the pool. There's some jewelry here. This is right down the hill from the Shrine of Pyrite. Pyrite. The shrine's right up there. I'm heading right over that way to some ruins. I guess I could show you on the map real quick. Yeah, right down here at this little pool of water. So definitely going to take that jewelry. What's in the satchel? Not worth opening. And there's a journal that describes the events leading up to her death. Interesting bit of lore. I have arrived. I'm outside of the Thardums right now. That feels like I'm saying that wrong. I'm almost sure I am. Maybe not. Thardums. Let us venture inside. See what we might find. Whoa, we might find arrows streaking towards our head. And she might find a Dremora Lord. All too ready to decapitate her. Or maybe just set her on fire. With a flaming sword of fire. Picked that one up off Crodmandoon. Alright, that's not going to be the right way. Let's go around the other way. Yeah. So these afflicted are apparently blessed followers of Pyrite. And this group of afflicted, seems to have angered him. Lost their way. That track, I believe, is a trap of some sort. And there's another one. Actually, here, let's see my Dremora Lord. Come over here, Dremora Lord. I know you want to. Blah! How did you run right around that? Are you kidding me? I wanted to see you get wiped out. That's interesting. A door that leads to nothing over there. A lever to lower the gate. Let us go inside. Ah, not yet. Just a little antechamber door. Start searching some chests at 4 gold. Whoa, Daedric battle axe. I have the carry weight. I'm taking it. Wow, to loot or not to loot? This is a rather big dungeon, so I have a feeling I'm not going to loot absolutely everything in here. But obviously from that first chest, there is quite a bit of loot potential. I likely won't be bottoming this out. I won't go through absolutely all of the content of this dungeon, because again, it is a huge one. This looks like some pyrite plague. I wonder if it hurts me. I don't think it hurts me at all. Nope, I am standing in it. No pain. No pain. Let us find some more afflicted and give them pain. It seems really weird that doesn't hurt me. It really seems like it should be doing some damage. Got a side chamber. And we have beds. And we have afflicted waking up from beds. Looks like the regular afflicted are pretty weak. Broke his shield immediately. 1 fireball. Yeah, their lightning is like literally doing nothing to me. One of the enchants I slapped on my boots, though, since boots can't have, I don't know, what I would consider the normal enchants, like magicka bonuses and all that stuff, or I guess specific schools of magic bonuses. Since boots can't have the cool stuff, I put carry capacity on them and then shock resistance, because shock is the magic that gives me the most trouble. Generally speaking, you'll never find a shock dragon, and dragons have the most powerful attacks of any given element, the fire and frost breath from dragons. However, mages with shock spells have the potential to drain my magicka. And I'm pretty sure I missed. Yeah, that's a dead-end chamber over there that's going to have some loot in it. I am going to skip it. Unfortunately, I don't care. I'm not trying to max the gold out with this character the way I did with my archer, because I already have that achievement. I don't need it again. Any more? Any more? No more. Yeah, these afflicted are poor. I recall killing some Silver Hand. That's what the name of that group is that hunts werewolves and vampires that you encounter with the companions. The Silver Hand. I remember killing some Silver Hand members recently and finding 50 plus gold on each one of them. Whoa, what? Did she just puke green at me? She's like a baneling or something. Maybe worse. She actually, like, puked it at me. She didn't die to do it. Oh, you guys are worthless. Are you serious? I might not even spawn them. The twin brothers of... Oh, 75 gold. That is the kind of gold that I was expecting to see on enemies. And 5 gold. Crap. If it's inconsistent, I'm not even going to check for it. I don't even care. Shield went off. Let's get that back on. I'm guessing that takes the gate down. Yep, down goes the gate. And... Oh, sweet. That was pretty perfect. Do a dungeon speed run. Get my skooma out. Get ready to get wicked with it. That would be really cool if skooma, like, sped you up or something, sped up your attack speed and stuff. I think it just gives you stamina back. It'd be cool if, like, more powerful skooma even went as far as to slow time. Yeah, that'd be nuts. Nope. It doesn't, though. Just some stamina. Another door. Deeper into the gargantuan dungeon. No need for fire. Alright. I want to see it this time. It's gonna happen. Hey, Dremora, how you doing, buddy? How you been? You good? Oh, it didn't kill him. That was lackluster. I believe that's the right way to go. So I'm going to go against what I've been saying I'm going to do. And I'm going to go bottom out this dead end first. You think you're going to catch me? I'm actually going to melt all your metal before you get here. Oh, that hurt. I think that took my shield off too, so let's put that back up. I am officially 100 on Conjuration and Destruction. However, I haven't gone through the Master Spell shenanigans yet. I don't know exactly what it is I have to do, but I have to do something kind of special at the college to get my Master level spells for those 2 schools. And I haven't done it yet because I want to do that on camera, and I want to upload those after I'm done with all the Daedric quests. So... though I'm at 100 on both of those skills, I don't have the Master level spells. Because I'm at 100, the only magics that I use to level me up right now are Alteration. Oh wow, I just saw that green puke again. That is really weird. I did this quest with my archer a while back, and I do not recall that crazy green puke. Maybe it's because I killed everybody before they even saw me. Yeah, that's quite possible. That's a pretty large, wide open cavern. I got a feeling I'm going to be seeing more of this. The workshop. The workshop, I have a feeling, is going to be full of automatons. An unlocked gate. Unlocked gates normally do not bear good treasure. Oof! And that does look like a poison. I can see my hit points steadily dropping. Let's take a peek at that. 161 or 261. Oh, it's going back up already. So it's not a real powerful poison. That's something I've noticed. None of the poisons in the game are really anything beyond like level 10. When you're real low level, the Charis poison is pretty nasty. Ah, an afflicted note. Orchinder has gone down That's definitely a typo. Orchinder has gone down the aerodrome. He believes some of the old Dwemer machines down there will help him commune with our Blighted Lord. He may or may not be right. No other notes? Any other loots? No other loots? Some beds. I don't need a rock bed. No thank you. The afflicted are not only diseased, they are cursed to sleep on crappy beds. Boy, it sucks to worship this god. And some lightning. I was gonna say, I'm not exactly sure where that's coming from, but now I know it was coming from behind me. These little contraptions are great sources of soul gems. They occasionally have filled soul gems on them even. I don't think I'm going to search absolutely all of them though. Because again, the time sink is becoming quite tiresome. Oh, the upper district, hold on. I think this is where I just came from, technically. It's just a different part of where I just came from. Ah, maybe that means there's worthwhile loot here, though. Maybe? Maybe? Likely not. This is kind of looking dead-endish. Yeah, so that's where I just was. I came down that hill, fought a couple guys, and then went into a door right up under this. I don't believe that I've been off this side yet. Oh, no, not going to get her. She's going to go in the door. I'm probably going to have some company here shortly. And I wonder... Wow, was that her? No way. That had to be some other afflicted. There's no way she got up here that fast from wherever that is. It's telling me to go back in there. I'm thinking that the other path that I am neglecting as of right now is just going to loop around and come out down there. So I think I'm going to cut a little bit more time off this run. And just do some of this business. Oh, nope. Horrible shot. That's a better shot. That's a great shot. Great, as if hitting a dude 3 feet in front of me is difficult. It landed. That means it was sufficient, at the very least. Speeding up the run. Running the run. How much deeper must I go? I have a feeling I'm going to loop back around to the workshop. Lower district. Any chest? No chest. No loot. My deepest sentimental apologies for the short break there. I gave my kitty some kitty nip. Some catnip just a little bit ago. And I heard something take a little crash near the room. I had to go check it out, make sure he wasn't destroying my abode, tearing all my belongings to small pieces, as he seems to like to do whenever the kitty nip is involved. I'll probably give him a little kitty light show right after I'm done recording. Get the laser light out and see how far up the wall I can get him to climb. Not very far. Funny enough, I've got, like, for all purposes, he seems like he's a really healthy, and I'd even go as far as to say, like, abnormally athletic cat, because he's a little monkey, he loves to climb, but he's partially challenged when it comes to jumping. He has trouble making it onto the couch, and I don't really have a big couch or anything. He's really unjump friendly. It's kind of crazy. He climbs really well, though. I've literally seen him open, like, the silverware drawer from the floor and still make it up onto the counter, although he can't jump straight to the counter. Are the Dremor Lords fighting each other? Robes of Quickening, hold on. Not worth it. 55. She did have a couple things on her, though, that make me want to check a few of the others. I wonder if I can just go right through the middle of this. Probably not. Let me quick save right before I try this. Let me not do absolutely stupid things. Looks like I can jump over it. I did not want that lever. I'm gonna drop it real fast. Down it goes. I wonder if these have a lever somewhere where you can turn them off. I would assume that they do. Maybe I turned them on, actually, when I threw this lever. In fact, I'm almost certain of it. Yeah. So that may have actually helped me get to that fight, and I wasn't even paying attention to it. I was just like, ooh, look, a pretty lever. Flip! I'm almost certain I missed a chest somewhere on the outer ring of that room, too. But I want to get the speedin' running done. And I'm going to have to skip some treasure to do so. And then, of course, the next room I get into, I'm looking in nooks and crannies trying to find the treasure. Blasphemy! Heresy, I tell ya. He looks like he's wearing dwarven armor. And they can spit. I'm not sure how much I like being spat upon. Especially with this grody green sludge. Dwarven armor. Probably worth it, really. I'm not going to take it, though. Orcish, some steel stuff. These big caverns, they like to hide treasure chests in deep corners of these big... Did he... I didn't even do anything to her. I'm gonna kill her now, though. I probably need to look into diversifying my enchantments enough so to lower the cost of my conjuration and restoration a little bit more. Especially my alteration. I actually don't have any enchants that help my alteration out. So doing that shield, putting that shield on myself is actually really, really expensive as far as my magic goes. Flawless Amethyst. Greater Soul Gem! Whoa. Hopefully I don't get hit. I think I danced around the pressure plate well enough. And I think I have a choice of a couple different ways to go. So let's go around the upper ring first. If there is no treasure, which it doesn't look like there is. I can't quite see over there on that ledge. I would very much like to. I don't think I'm going to spend the time exploring it, though. I have a feeling I cut myself off a second ago, and I don't remember exactly what I was saying. That's that chest that I already checked when I came in from the other angle. Hey, a mine, gold ore. Almost makes me wish I carried a pick. No, not really. The 100 gold doesn't really matter to me at this point. Deeper, the study. I think Orchinder is in like the, I want to say the Arcanix or something like that. So that makes me think I'm still a good ways away from him. I remember being down here for a long time with my archer. I remember putting off some sleep because I was like, no, I can finish it. Let me just go a little further. Just a couple more minutes. I'm sure he'll be around the next door. I'm almost there. I can't be much further from the end. Oh, God. Oh, that was cool. I'm glad I found that little nook. And, I may kill my Dremor Lord myself for having endangered my life. I wish sometimes when I got angry I could just whip out that unbound Dremora just to take out some anger. Fight him, have him say something derogatory to me, and then punk him. Let him know who's boss. Creative potions are 20% more powerful. I think I have the mask, the Corrosus mask, which is 20% for alchemy, which would be identical to that. If not, that might be, oh, the lower district again. If not, that helmet I just got might be the best headgear alchemy that I have, which is definitely worth keeping. Alchemy is one of those things that you eventually want to get to 100 and get some perks in. I actually don't know. I think I am going the right way, but I saw a door over here that goes to a dead end, question mark? Yeah, a little short dead end. Sweet. Not too much. The Flawless Diamond's pretty valuable. Not incredibly so. I will likely turn it into some sort of necklace and then enchant it, and then it will have some true value. Oh, check this out. What do we have here? I'll make a wall of fire there for him to have to cross. And I'm going to complain about my Dremor Lords not being anywhere near. I'm going to do a little dance. I'll make a little love. And I'm going to get down tonight. Well, you just think you're cool, don't you? I'll show you how cool you are. What do you think of that? Oh, no, fall. Oh, come on now. Yeah, that's what I thought. He so should have been flung off that cliff. I got cheated. I didn't get to see my flailing ragdoll kill animation. I definitely should have. This looks like progression. So even though I was already up here, let me just do a little roundabout. Because, yeah, chest. I could feel the presence of this chest because it had a kind of nice axe in it. Exhaustion. Yeah, that was actually kind of worth it. Sweet. More of those, please. Less Dremor Lord. It's probably just as my level allows my other skills to weigh way outlast, benefit the Dremora Lords, but they just seem like more and more of a burden every time I use them. I will probably eventually pick a follower back up, however I haven't been using one recently. Ah, the Arcanics! And I've got to admit that I like being able to run solo. Did he go down? He did. He went down there, didn't he? Yeah, and I can do it again. I'm gonna do it again! Ah, water. Hold up, it looks deep too. I gotta check this out. No, not very deep at all, actually. I'm still gonna swim around a little while my Dremora Lords take out all of the opposition above. And I hear it crystal clear as if I'm not underwater. That doesn't make the most of sense. If I position myself correctly, though, I can actually look underwater without it looking like I'm looking underwater. It's kind of interesting. Let me see if I can get it, actually. I want to get it now. Yeah, check that out. Once my origin technically goes under, my whole screen gets covered with the "you're underwater" effect. See the above water? That's funny. Little bits of insight into how these things are coded. Come on, you're going to tell me there's not a chest down here? I don't believe that. Oh, man. Oh, no. I'm not stuck. Oh, tell me I'm not stuck. Okay, cool, I'm not stuck. That would have been horrible. Deep pool of water, just enough to perk your curiosity and get you to jump in. The second you do, trapped. What's that, General Akbar? It's a trap! Of course it is. Speaking of traps, I've been playing a lot more StarCraft lately. I would really like to get you guys some pretty cool games sometime soon. I've got a buddy of mine, a real-life friend, who has played StarCraft before, but he's not particularly great at it, who I've been trying to wax to a degree of entertaining skill, at the very least. So it'd be cool if I could get some 2 vs 2, like some first-person 2 vs 2 stuff out, just because 2 vs 2 is incredibly fun. You can't really read it the way you can 1 vs 1, so crazy stuff just happens. Quicksilver ore. No thanks. I'd really like to get some 2 vs 2 content out, though, like from my first person. With him, I normally get on a Skype call with him, too, and we voice chat the whole time we're playing, so it is quite fun indeed. Oh, yeah. Loving these Centurions. Now, you saw me take a kind of odd item that I probably wouldn't normally pick up if it weren't for a specific something that you can turn it into. And that is the Centurion core. All of these big Centurions, the master ones especially, have a different Centurion core in them that is required to make Daedric items at the Atronach Forge under the College Winterhold. I've got a video on it, although it's one of my mage walkthrough videos. I want to say it's like part 117 or 116. Maybe there's a little bit of it in each, where I detail the Atronach Forge. I actually make my follower a couple pieces of Daedric this and that. I think a piece of armor and a warhammer is what I made for her. Pretty interesting stuff, though, if you've never seen anything about the Atronach Forge. I will definitely be making heavy use of it in the future. And I found that you can turn a broomstick with a couple other items into a 1700 gold value staff. Isn't that cool? Check out my broomstick staff. I made this myself. Even enchanted it myself. It summons demons from another plane. Hey, that is an objective marker. This is a quick save. That is a Dremora Lord. And that's an alteration shield. So, Orchinder? Orchinder! Looks like he slapped me with some lightning right off the bat. I want to slow his time. He is not taking damage very quickly. Oh, he is teleporting. Where has he teleported to? Oh, come on. 2 in a row? Really? I wonder if he has some kind of spell resistance, because he is like literally not taking any damage at all. Let me see if I can whip out some potions to make this go a little quick. I know I don't use them too often. Matter of fact, I've got way too many. Potion of Destruction, 20% stronger. Doing it! What do we got? We got Magicka somewhere. I know I got some extra Magicka. Lasting potency for Magicka regeneration, extra Magicka. Do them both. And, whoa, hold up. Not necessarily. Don't want fire and a heal. I want fire and a fire. And a fire. And a fire and a fire. That's working a little bit better, but holy crap. Orchinder has seriously got some health going on here. Magicka? Yes, please. Glad he didn't teleport very far that time. Luckily, his magic kind of sucks. It's not tearing me up near as much as it seems like it should for how strong he is. This fight seems like it's going to take me a minute. Where to this time, Orchinder? Whoa. I'm missing a lot of these, too. That's not ideal. I've got him at about half health, though. Whoa. Both Dremora gone. Let's bring them both back. Boy, he's just all about hitting me with that frost. And those Dremora Lords are all about getting in my way. Get out of my way, Dremora Lord. What you doing, fool? Oh, he's healing himself. That's not good. Report Orchinder's death to Periite. Okay, so where did his corpse go? Okay. He just thought he was teleporting. Elven Dagger of Expelling. Boom! Very valuable. Key to the Elevator, will be taking that. Reality and Other Falsehoods, a skill book that I happen to have already read. Wow, this guy is loaded. I will be taking pretty much everything he has, minus the 1 value gloves. So apparently this is the shrine they made to Periite. Let's get out of here and recommune with the god himself. With the Daedric Prince, I should say. Calling them gods, I think, is a little bit blasphemous. I don't see any chest over there, although it looks like prime real estate for a chest. Skyrim, up we go! And out we go. Right down there's the door that I originally went in. Let's see, I never did check this little tower up here. What do we have? Nothing whatsoever. Should have figured. So, back to the Shrine of Periite. Let's see what he has to say about our deed. Looks like I'm not going to be talking to Kresh. Good thing the incense is still burning. I would hate to have to collect that again. Oh.
Well done, mortal. All things are in their order, and Orchendor roams the pits. His betrayal will be punished, and your obedience is rewarded.
What happens now? Very well, goodbye. What will become of the afflicted? I don't relish being a Daedra's puppet. His betrayal will be punished, your obedience is rewarded. I think I can just say goodbye and get my reward. Let's go through a little dialogue. What happens now?
Go, seek your fate. I will be watching, and perhaps we will meet again afterwards.
Afterwards, after my life, you mean? After I die? What will become of the afflicted?
Did you leave any alive? The afflicted are mere vessels for my blessing. It will spread to others through their touch and my own.
I did leave some alive, I'm sure. I did not.
Another overseer will replace Orchendor when the time comes. For now, all is cleansed and ordered.
I'm sure that I left some alive because I did not bottom that place out. I don't relish being a Daedra's puppet.
And yet, you have done my bidding. Why? I wonder.
Greed and loot lust, my friend. It's very, very easy to understand. Very well. Goodbye.
Embrace order and hard truth, mortal. Goodbye.
Goodbye. My scrumdiddlyumptious little fleshy morsel. Alright, well, that's that, I suppose. Sure enough. No more quest. Let us see what my reward was. Spellbreaker! Ha-hi! That is a neat looking shield. While blocking, creates a ward that protects against spells for up to 50 points. So, I think the way this works... Yeah, sure enough, it's a ward just like the mage spell, the restoration spell ward. Which means that after 50 magic points, the ward actually breaks, and you don't get that magic resistance or whatever you want to call it. Actually, just straight magic block. And I think if you stop blocking and then start blocking again, it will recreate the ward. So, really, really useful survivability item. And 41 armor, I believe that's equivalent of a piece of Daedric. So this is probably a leveling item. Actually, I'm level 47. So as of level 48, all of the leveling items in the game are as powerful as they can possibly be. And so I guess I probably should have waited one more level, although I don't really plan on using this shield. Interesting to note also that once you complete this quest, there is a possibility of a chance encounter occurring with the Afflicted, who want you dead. Of course, Afflicted live on, and they are in other places besides Pathardums. And you can potentially find more and more of them out in the world. I don't think they spread the way Periite suggests they may, but you can definitely find more. Alright, so this has been another Daedric quest walkthrough with the Mad Bag. Thank you all for watching. Please subscribe. You know all the rest. Goodbye.